Welcome, everyone, on this Friday, where once again California is taking another pounding. Another major rainmaker riding on the atmospheric river, a phenomenon and term we've all learned more than a little about this winter. This latest storm taking aim at the state's midsection. Tonight, half of California's counties are under states of emergency. 17 million people are under flood alerts, some under evacuation orders. The National Weather Service forecasting rare, severe, widespread flash flooding, including in areas that aren't accustomed to them. Predicted rain amounts through the weekend are staggering: 8 to 12 inches along the north central coast, 6 to 9 in the Sierra Nevada foothills, and warm enough to melt the deep mountain snowpacks. And there is winter weather trouble for millions more in the east tonight, too. Miguel Almaguer leads our coverage.
Tonight, this is the life-threatening flash flooding swallowing neighborhoods and washing away homes. In cities like Springville, widespread evacuation orders are now underway.
It's crazy. I've never seen it like this.
This, the first of two powerful atmospheric rivers dousing waterlogged California, triggering a state of emergency in 34 counties, the National Guard deploying to the hardest hit regions as this unrivaled, unparalleled weather event washes across the state.
If you're told to evacuate, please do so as soon as possible. Never drive through barricades or road closures.
With highways in Northern California underwater or covered in snow and ice, rivers and creeks are raging. Near Santa Cruz, hundreds of homes are cut off after a connecting road washed away.
We've been here about 20 years and we really haven't seen anything to this extent.
Today, the president approving an emergency declaration for the entire state after a series of storms and at least 2 deaths. As major dams open their spillways for the first time in years to mitigate flood control, tens of thousands have lost power, many suffering damage. Up to 12 inches of rain could drop. The Pineapple Express funneling warm moisture from Hawaii, unleashing a water hose on California. The rain could melt the historic snowpack, where avalanches and flash flooding are some of the worries.
The power being off has been really difficult.
Today's snow also making travel treacherous in states like Iowa and Michigan, with some 20 million across the country under winter weather alerts. But tonight, it's California facing the wrath of another atmospheric river and the fury of flooding.
Miguel, clearly a lot of damage. What's the latest on evacuations and the status of floodwaters?
Well, Lester, more rain is in the forecast, but the floodwaters should recede before the next major storm rolls in. On this block alone, the fire chief says they rescued more than a dozen people, and they're worried there will be more rescues through the night. Lester.
All right, Miguel, thanks very much. Let's get right to Bill Karins. He's tracking multiple storms for us tonight.
Yeah, good evening, Lester. The heaviest rains with this atmospheric river are now from Santa Barbara to Los Angeles. We're going to get additional rainfall over the weekend, but most of it will be in Northern California. We still have numerous flash flood warnings and a couple flash flood emergencies out there, so we're not quite done with this damage from this storm. Over the weekend, it looks like from Ukiah northwards, that's where we'll see some of the heavier totals of rainfall. We'll see isolated mudslides and flash flooding, and we're still adding feet at the highest of elevations, too. Another 1 to 4 feet of snow over the weekend. It's just unimaginable how high the snowbanks are. And then Tuesday, this is the next atmospheric river, not quite as strong as this one, but still significant issues. And then heading to the east, snow tonight in areas of the Catskills. That's where the highest amounts will be. The big cities really miss out on this, mostly just rain. And Lester will end on this. Tuesday next week, the first nor'easter of the winter in the middle of March, 1 to 2 feet interior areas.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.